media, from the corporate media that is attacking us, and you know, just to put it simply, brown is the new black, okay?
Right.
Brown is the new black. And yet we don't have those voices out there that should be defending us the way that they should. And we've got this big struggle that we've had now for the last almost 10 years now to try to get legalization, to try to get immigration reform for our people. And you know, when we think about this, I just want to share this with you because I know that you guys are all bloggers and you get the word out to people and on your websites, etc. But you know, we have to just remind everybody, because if those people out there, just remind them that your people were also immigrants to this country, right? Unless you're Native American, like the folks that you had earlier today, you know, you're an immigrant to the United States. And we'd like to say to our Latino brothers and sisters, hey, wait a minute, we didn't cross the border.
The border crossed us! Woo!
That's right. We didn't cross the border crossed us. The border crossed us. So we have to constantly remind people of that and let them know. And when they say, why should our undocumented people, why should they get their legalization? Well, first of all, they've earned it, right? Because we know they are working hard. Probably some of the people that are in the facility are undocumented, I would imagine, right? Like we know that probably the salad is on our plates right now. Probably some undocumented persons have picked that salad that we're eating right now. People that are in the kitchen, people that are cleaning our buildings and watching our children. All of these people are working very hard and they deserve legalization in our United States of America. The other thing I just want to add, and the reason I'm saying all of this is because I think the work that you do is not only to mobilize people, but it's mainly to educate people. And we have to remind people that our policies here in the United States actually cause a lot of people in Mexico and Central America to be displaced. You know that we subsidize our corn here in the United States. The corn here from Illinois, from Kansas, from Iowa, it's cheap corn because we subsidize it with our tax dollars. Well, then that corn is sent to Mexico. And then all of those poor corn farmers are displaced. Where are they going to go? They're going to come north, right? They're going to come here. They're not going to starve. And then we have our big box stores that go into Latin America, and they put the small mom and shopkeepers out of work. So they have to come north. And then the maquiladoras, these factories that build appliances and build, manufacture parts for people here in the United States. And what is Mexico? We had 80,000 jobs that went within a week from what is Mexico to China. 80,000 jobs. So where do those people go? They had to come here to the United States. So we have to change our policies here, our free trade policies, so that people don't have to leave their homes. And if we remember what we did with Japan and Germany after World War II, we gave them money to rebuild their corporations. Many of the Japanese companies that we know were built and made strong with American tax dollars. And so that's what we have to do with Latin America. So, as I say, a lot of what you're doing is educating people. So I want to recommend a book to all of you. It's called Confessions of an Economic Hitman. Write that down. Confessions of an Economic Hitman, and it's by a gentleman named John Perkins. When you read that book, you'll see why we have to change the way that we do business in the United States of America. We're not going to solve the issues of immigration until we can make other countries strong with our technology and our know-how, and not always think of controlling their economies, okay? So I hope that, when we do our social media, it's got to be based on values. And it's got to be based on values of peace, and values of harmony, and values of making the world better. The one thing I learned, I guess I knew, is that, we're only on this earth for a little while. We're just here for a short while. But I know when you're young it seems like a long time, but it isn't really. And so, our mandate while we're here on earth is to make the world a better place. We now have this powerful new tool of social media. And what a better way to make the world a better place than to use the knowledge that we have to make it. And the thing is that right now there's a lot of ignorance out there, like all of these people that are attacking us. And it's nice to know that some of them are taken out once in a while too, like Pier. Isn't that great? Let's give a big applause for that one. This is the guy in Arizona who came up with a lot of the anti-immigrant stuff, right? And so hopefully more of these people will be taken out. But we've got to educate our people to the local. They're not going to get the information, in schools, unfortunately. But they can get the education from the work that you do. But we've got to make those values and stick to those values. And when it comes to our Latino leaders also, we don't want to support somebody who's going to be a leader, supposedly, but he's not for the environment, right? I've seen those people, I go up to Sacramento in California, and I see these Latino politicians that I supported, and then they're voting against us on issues like the environment, on issues like consumer rights, right? On issues of workers, to unionize. So those are our leaders. So the other thing is that to get justice for our community, we have to partner up with other people. So we've got to partner up with the women's movement, right?
Got kicked out by the
Do we have any feminists in the room? Yes? Okay. And we've got to partner up with the labor unions and with the environmentalists. And yes, Latinos, Latinas, let us support our brothers and sisters in the lesbian, gay, and transgender community, all right? And a lot of the education we have to do, we know what to do with our own families, right? So, I always like to tell people, remember lo que dijo Benito Juárez, el respeto al derecho ajeno es la paz. El respeto al derecho ajeno es la paz. So we can take that to our peers, take that to our families, and say to them, when people are discriminated because of their gender, because of their sex, or because of whom they want to live with or whom they want to fall in love with, if they happen to be homosexuals, hey, that is their business, right? And nobody else's business. So we've got to make that a campaign within our own community. And I know I'm probably preaching to the crowd here, and a lot of the people that are your peers don't need to hear this message, but their mothers and their fathers do, right? And some of the people in their community. And we cannot let them divide us in our own community. And I want to tell you a little story.